8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
11 MT. Gotta go.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
2nd down and 8.
11 MT. Tape. 11.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 35. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Burrow on play action. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Patterson running between the tackles, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Let's go now. Yellow. 22. Let's go. Ready to go.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
11.
They'll go again with Sanders. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
12.
Burrow will throw. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. The Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Play action. It's Burrow. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here, 1st and 10. Another run with Sanders. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go.
They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's got a man, complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now in the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Ballantyne now from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 42 yards. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after here coming up. And that one makes it 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again.
And, oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
Escaping the pressure right. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. They'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying again another day.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a...
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Hayden Hurst, 69 yards. And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Ballantyne now from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. He'll drop to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And complete to Drake London. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes. Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. They go play action with Burrow. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
2nd and 1. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Another completion right back to Patterson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bengals are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 70 yards on the ground now for Sanders. He's got a first down. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. But carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. From midfield now, Burrow. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll run. It's Sanders. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. Now it's Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the catch made by Hilton. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go. Ready? Escape situation. Let's go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons' offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here we go. Black, 95.
Back to throw now on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise,
there he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 54 yards. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll look to throw here. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He completes it to Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Back to throw again. And now here is another interception. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
First down, here's Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Now Burrow. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put...
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Sanders. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Bengals, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.